Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Bunny or Gun Bunny, and this channel is an exploration of my journey. Wow, I can't talk. An exploration of my journey through guns and cosplays. Now, a big part of that journey is finding out what guns I like, but not only what guns I like, but other modifications and gear. So that includes. Sorry, my cat is causing problems. That includes, what tactical gear works for me, what tactical gear doesn't work for me, but also modifications to what modifications or guns. Now, sorry, my computer's being a dick. So that includes trying out a bunch of guns, finally settling on subguns being the best. That's not just because I'm a sub. Yes, Hunter, I know you're a kitty. Looking into a lot of tactical gear, getting horny because tactical gear is hot, but also trying out different sight types. So I decided that the most, how do I say this? Not scientific way, but probably one of the easiest ways to document this part of the journey was to basically go to the range and test out a variation of different sights that I could. Now, this isn't all of the sights that exist out there at all, but this is basically one of each general option that is easily accessible to me and through, my mentor, etc. So I just have this in my fucking chaos of a notebook, what site types I did, and I just, give me a sec. Okay. So I basically separated sights into two different groups, iron sights and optics. Yes, Hunter, you're very sweet, but you can't come in here because you'll knock over the camera like last time. Fucking cats, man. Iron sights and optics. Now, I personally started shooting off with iron sights and actually probably feel most comfortable with iron sights besides maybe a red dot because I learned how to shoot with iron sights as my mentor. Sorry, my hair is driving me crazy today. No, computer, stop turning off. I hate you. Oh my god, fucking hell. Okay. As I'm probably most used to iron sights, which is probably good, but also, I don't know where I was going with that. I would like to let you know that some information about my channel. First off, that I am only funded by my Patreon. I will not be doing sponsorships or using YouTube's monetization feature, even though they've asked me twice now. So if you are interested in that, you get extra Gun Bunny content, and it starts at $5. So my link for the Patreon will be in the description below and on screen now. I also have a PayPal box where you're welcome to send me things. I will soon actually be putting together a requested list of guns and tactical gear and stuff that I like, including ammo, if people want to send me things that aren't a subscription-based service, or if you just have stuff lying around. So that will be being compiled soon, and I will keep that updated so people can know, like, oh, what does she own, what does she, etc. I also want to say that I post videos every Monday and Thursday, so come to my channel and check out there. I do a good mix of things. I do everything from competitions to trying new guns to cosplay, shooting in cosplay, more goofy videos kind of like this, making cosplay, and just also pure goofing off. I also generally document my journey through guns and opening a gun shop. Let me think. I have social medias, which are on the screen over here somewhere, where you can follow me, but I mostly post on YouTube and sometimes on Instagram. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't get a good jiggle because this shirt is so tight, but it's cute. I like this shirt, but it's not jiggly. And usually I can get a good jiggle. Damn it. Oh well. Ugh. Fucking chair, man. Sorry, I don't usually sit in chairs that much. I usually sit on the floor because if you didn't know from the other thing about me and the fact that I've talked about this multiple times, I am autistic, and one of my sims is to bounce, which, is to the enjoyment of, people who like to enjoy the show of me bouncing.
Yeah, boy.
But this means that I have a bad habit of breaking things. Like, I've broken the bed slat in my bed once, and I've broken chairs before. There are 2 chairs in my studio currently that I broke from bouncing in them. God, that sounds like horny. I like that. But no, actually, it would be much better if it was because I was fucking really hard on the furniture and broke it. That would be awesome. But instead, it's because I tismed too hard. And so I just, what the fuck is going on with my hand? I don't know. But so I more often than not actually either stand or sit on the floor. So if you've seen any of my videos, or if I haven't posted them yet by now, whatever, of me doing like work on my cosplays, you'll often see where I'm just like standing at my desk and I'm weirdly crouched over, or I'm just sitting on the floor working. It's because it's actually easier for me to stim, but also like I get more movement. I'm not just like confined to one spot, but I'm also less likely to break a chair. I also have this thing sometimes, I don't know why, like if I make a really good hit and then I get excited and then I stim, I immediately lose my sight picture, and it's so annoying. And I know there are a lot of autists in the gun community, so if you have had that same problem, please tell me in the comment section below, because I need to relate right now, because it's just such a like, it's such a niche problem of like, oh, I'm excited because I made a cool hit, so I stim, and then I lose my sight picture, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I lost my... Oh god. Okay, anyway, back to welcome to my channel. Okay, so I basically divided up the groups of different sights into two groups, optics and iron sights. Now in iron sights, I kind of just defined as non-lensical sights. Is lensical a word? If not, it should be. Basically, and then from there I divided, you can literally see my terrible handwriting, I have like a flow chart. Oh my god, stop it. Okay. I divided those into fixed sights and adjustable sights. And fixed sights can basically be boiled down to notch and post, which is basically where you have like a notch and a post. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, or adjustable sights, where the iron sights are adjustable. And then for optics, I basically divided it into three groups, which is first focal plane, second focal plane, and fixed prism. Now, I remember this being explained to me by my mentor, but I don't fully actually remember the explanation. But I remember in my notes that I wrote, second focal plane is dumb. And therefore, I did not have access to it, so yeah. I only have first focal plane and fixed prism, and then I also put into that category, not in the, like, in the optics category, red dot. So basically, I took one gun that had, to the range of each of these that has, that falls under the category. So one gun with a red dot, one gun with a first focal plane optic, and one gun with a fixed prism optic, and then one gun with fixed iron sights, and then one gun with adjustable iron sights. And I went to shoot them, and then I shot them, which I will, cut the footage in as I talk about each one, and then talk about my thoughts on them. This is not like a review because it's of the sight or optic specifically. It's more of, this is my experience with this, looking at it as this specific type of sight or optic for me, because this is about my journey. So I'm the fucking center of attention. Deal with it. And like how it relates to what I will probably use as I buy more guns going forward. Also, my FFL got approved, and so I'm gonna buy all of the fucking guns. My list is so long. I'm very excited. Also, thanks to Carla in Range TV having a discussion with me at our last Moonshine Brutality, and my mentor's beautiful lever gun. I have fallen in love with cowboy guns, and we'll be doing cowboy action shooting and buying lots of cowboy guns, especially a lever gun, but also two Colt single action army revolvers. Wow, I can't talk today because they're pretty and they're perfect and I like them. I'm gonna get them Devil Ons from Taylor's & Company. Stroke my imaginary beard. Anyway, they're sexy guns. Anyway, let's keep talking about this. So first, let's start off with the iron sights, as this is what I'm most familiar with. So first, we have fixed notch and post. Oh my god, I love the grip ergonomics on this. Can I dry fire with this one?
Yep.
Oh, I love it. And what's this one for?
So this one was double action, single action,
Triple action.
with both a safety and a decocker.
And iron sights.
And iron sights, yes. Fixed iron sights. All right, so this is the Grand Power P40L, 10 millimeter long slide. The rotating barrel makes it relatively easy to shoot 10 millimeter through.
Especially if you
as
don't
long as
drop
you
the
don't
mags.
drop the mags. Not that anyone would ever do that in the snow.
I threw it. For the 1911.
Yes. And the trigger in double action is highly tolerable to even Bunny's relatively light finger strength. Is vital to a smooth press of the trigger is vital to actually keeping the sights on the target through the trigger press. This is very similar to the Glock to shoot, although you do wind up with 14 rounds instead of 15. And do you want to show off the decocker?
Which one's is this?
So up is safe, down is decocked.
I'm, again, very familiar with these. I started off shooting with this, and so I might be having like a familiarity bias, but it's easy for me to line up. I'm practiced with it. It's easy to present, and it's fairly intuitive and easy for me to shoot. And so I give this an A+. I really liked it. I don't know why I suddenly made up a rating system on the fly, but apparently we're going to go with letter grades. Because I decided I want to have a rating system. A+. Yay! Next, we're going to be doing adjustable iron sights.
Beautiful winter wonderland we're in. And it definitely...
You should get some shots of me walking ahead of you.
All right. What you have here, still in 10 millimeter, is a Rock Island long slide double stack 1911. Your favorite gun.
Ew! I was wondering why it was huge.
But it still says 10 millimeter on it. So everything you've been shooting today, all 10 millimeter, nice and comparable. Toss a mag in there.
And this is the adjustable sights?
Yep, this has adjustable sights, so it can be very precisely zeroed.
And it's a single action.
And it's a single action only.
How many rounds do I get?
That is the shorter of the mags?
Yes.
14.
Okay, so it's a reasonable amount.
The longer mags are like 17 and 23.
This is like a reasonable amount of ammo.
Yes.
It's wild.
It's the same as the Grand Power.
Yeah, it's wild. It's actually like this adorable amount
It's a
of
double
ammo.
stack 1911.
You have to look through the camera. What the fuck?
More grip. Is the safety off?
I don't know where the safety's on the thing.
Yes, it is. The safety... Hold this.
Why is it so... This is stupid. It's a stupid gun. I already think it's stupid and I haven't even shot it yet. It's still stupid. All right.
That's your safety.
Yes.
Sweep your thumb down across the safety to take it off. Line up the sights. Try to not miss.
If I do, can I just throw the gun at the target?
No.
But it's a 1911. That's what you do.
Yes, but then you'll owe me a lot of money. Remember, your goal is to miss less.
Can I try shooting it from the hip?
Only if you can reliably hit a target that way.
Am I aiming correctly?
No, you're going to shoot them at the top of the berm.
Like that?
Way too high.
There?
That's barely acceptably low on the berm. There you go. Oh, look, you limp wristed it. I do believe you have emptied it.
All right, am I good to shoot from the hip?
No, you're terrible at the hip.
Yeah, I've never shot from the hip before.
Yeah, we'll work on it some other time in a safer spot.
Fair.
Safety off. Now, pull the slide all the way to the rear, tip the gun to the right to get the spent casing out of the ejection port while holding the slide all the way back, and then let the slide fly. There you go.
I hate it. It's
All right. Can I offer you a counterpoint?
no. So for the adjustable iron sights, again, it felt pretty similar to the iron sights themselves. It seems pretty intuitive, though I think it will take more knowledge for me to fully understand how to use the adjustments, when to use the adjustments. And since there was a little bit more like stuff there to distract my eye, I was a little bit like, ooh, what's this? But like, again, it just takes a little bit more knowledge, like that I don't have necessarily an investment on my part to learn when and why I would adjust the sights, etc. Yes, Hunter. Okay. So I give that one a minus, I think. Yeah. Just because of the knowledge, it's going to lose some points. You know, I realize that like the letter grade system kind of is really confusing and doesn't work, so I'm going to change it right now in the middle of the video, and we're going to do what 1 out of 10. So fixed sights, notch and post, were 8 or 10, and this one's an 8. Yeah. And then put the scores on screen. I'm going to let my cat into the screen. Hi, Hunter. Do you want to come in, Bubba? I know, you're cute.
Try to look like you don't hate it.
No, I can't do that, sorry.
Try to look like the weight is a bit chunky, perhaps.
It's stupid.
It's not.
This fucking shit. Now presenting this fucking piece of shit.
All right,
It
10 millimeter,
jams.
10 millimeter, 2011.
Okay. So now we're going to get into the optics. Now, the first thing that we're going to be using for optics is my favorite, the Glock in stock. Now, if you just heard what I said is a bunch of gibberish, you're welcome. It's basically what I call this Glock with the chassis folding stock that I have on it. I recently found out that I'm not the only one with a Glock in stock. My friend Deviant Olam, who's a fellow YouTuber, also has a Glock in stock, which I love that there are just more of these out there. I want to buy this Glock in stock from my mentor. I think Deviant has a different folding stock, but we were just talking about that and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I kind of want to try different Glock in stocks now. I might become a Glock in stock collector.
What you have here? No, you need that.
Not yet though.
Yeah, but you still need to put it somewhere.
I will in a minute. Just let me. I have a
You have a Glock 40, so 10 millimeter long slide, in a B&T chassis with a SIG Romeo 4T Pro.
I love this part.
The stock is almost long enough for you.
It's exactly long enough for me.
I mean, you could still get your head far enough forward that it would be an issue, but...
Like, I mean, yeah, but that's uncomfortable for me.
Right.
But, like, where my head naturally wants to rest when I extend my neck is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are we good? Hi, mister. If I did sponsorships and stuff, I would probably reach out to Glock and I'd just be like, you should you should partner with me and design a chassis folding stock for the Glock and call it the Glock in stock and partner with me and I should sell it. But I don't want to be sponsored by anything. But do partnerships count? Is that the same thing? Because it's not really a sponsorship. They're not sponsoring me to make an ad. It's like we're working together to make a gun design. My cat's nuzzling the camera. This is what I mean. I don't know. I have to just think about the, behind that a little bit more. Hunter, why are you nuzzling the camera, mister? Okay. So the red dot, I really like. This has a bit more history behind it, as behind iron sights, the red dot is the thing I have the second most experience with. Now, red dots being at an adjustable brightness is really helpful, as well as it being really easy for me with somebody with vision issues and impairments. This is something I talked about in a previous video. I don't remember specifically why, but I was talking to Sinistral Rifleman about, Hunter, get out of my fabric! I'm working on fabric, and look at him, he's just in there. His little tail is sticking out. Hunter, you can't... He's trying to find cover so I don't yell at him. At least he's a tactical kitty. His name is Hunter. Because he's a good hunter. Anyway, we talked about this and it's really good for people with vision impairment. I also personally really like it because something that I've found I struggle with when using other types of sights, especially if it's just like black lines on the sight, I will often have trouble deciphering it from the background that I'm looking at, which is actually really interesting. I don't remember if this is a real thing or not, or if this was a myth, but apparently in the ye old days of sailing, something that you would do to like hide your ship over the horizon is to take down all the sails, and then if you just line up the ship with the horizon from the land, basically, someone from the land can't see it because the sails are so thin that they get kind of lost. That might be a myth. If that's a myth, let me know. If not, that's cool, but that kind of explains what I'm talking about, where the lines are dark enough or they're thin enough that they're kind of blending in with whatever I'm looking at or whatever the target is, and I will sometimes have trouble deciphering what is the scope and where's the target if I'm on site or not. So the red dot is really helpful because it's red and I'm not, and it's glowing, so it's actually really easy for me to decipher it. I actually have a whole video that I'm going to be making about my new red dot that I put on my What Would Stoner Do rifle, because I recently got a new one because of, issues with the old red dot. It was mine, I was borrowing it from my mentor, but now I actually have my own because it was a Christmas gift. But yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. Obviously it's like kind of like an upgrade from iron sights, but my only issue is in like sometimes forgetting to turn it on, or are you causing problems again, Hunter? Or issues like that. But again, I really like it.
Especially the ones that indicate you missing the target.
What?
Especially the ones that indicate you missing the target. Remember, dignity is earned through judicious marksmanship.
Huh?
Dignity is earned through not missing.
Yes. Well, so this is to talk about, like, I've never shot an unstocked Glock, so this is to test out, like, the difference.
Okay.
Fucking cold out.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna kill you.
This is mild. Last week was fucking cold. Alright, you wish to start with the stock clock?
Yeah.
Alright. Put the magazine in.
My favorite.
Shooter, do you understand the course of fire?
Yes.
Shooter, are you ready?
Ready.
Shooter indicates ready. Beep! How fast can you go?
How fast can I miss or how fast can I hit?
How fast can you hit? Try to squeeze the trigger as soon as the red dot is back on the paper.
Okay.
All right. Ready for non-stocked Glock?
Yes. So I like this. It is good. It works. It's a good gun.
Yes.
There are ways to improve it, but I have no notes. So I will give that a 10. Yes. Or maybe a 9. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 10. I don't know. 9.8. Because I'm being confusing. Okay. Let's go to the other scopes. So first we have first focal plane. Not gonna lie, this is what I was talking about as it being confusing for me. I didn't really like it. Again, I see why it could be useful to people, but for me and the way that my brain works and the way that my eyes work, it's just kind of confusing. And maybe if I shoot it more, I will have less of a bias against it, or I will be just more familiar to that the problems with it don't really matter. But like if I'm gamering or maxing on the best optics or the best sights or whatever for myself, I would not choose this because it doesn't work as well for me. Now, I can't give you all the reasons why it doesn't work that well because there's probably in-depth reasons that I don't know because I'm not experienced enough to really understand, oh, this is the reason why it doesn't work for me, etc., that somebody with more experience or understanding or knowledge of this topic would know. But I can let you know that, one, all the extra information of lines get distracting for me. It's a lot harder for my eye to kind of like focus, and also because my eye pro are also my glasses, it can kind of get weird with the thingy-majigger. Next is fixed prism sight. Oh, that one, the one before, it was a fixed prism sights. All right, what's the gun?
That's the CMMG Banshee in 10mm.
And its action for?
That is an roller, no,
It's radial delayed.
radial delayed blowback, semi-auto pistol caliber, AR-like.
Optic? 'Cause that was for the video.
Primary arms, 1X prism.
That's what it was. Yeah.
No magnification, but an etched reticle that's very astigmatism friendly. And unlike the Glockenstock, your bolt's back. So
I know. I'm not really trying to affect.
unlike your Glockenstock, you have a cheek weld available to you now, and an adjustable length of pull. So you could extend the stock out.
You can also hold it in 2 ways, which is like traditional rifle, which hurts my wrist, or stock pistol way, which I like better. Because I get a better.
Traditional rifle would have your hand out here.
Well, yeah, but you can't do that with the gas.
Yeah, you can.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could do that.
That's the whole point of it, is so that you
like
could do that.
this.
That's the handguard. That's what it's for.
Or because that hurts my wrist.
But
Why? One of the reasons I like the stock pistols better is this.
that you can get tight in onto them.
Well, yeah, it doesn't hurt my wrist.
Like an AR or
It's-
most pistol carbines.
Yeah.
Unless
But
you
like
get tighter
this,
to it.
it's also the resting downwards, like this, bending my wrist back, is what hurts. Where this is not going to hurt my wrist because it's not putting a weight on it. It's just pulling it back into my shoulder, which is good for the radial delay because you have to hold it like it's your firstborn.
It's just not as precise. And that you don't actually have to hold that like it's your firstborn if we put spicier ammo in it. It's just the aluminum case stuff that's both sticky and underpowered.
There's a loaf.
Yes.
Look at him, he's so good.
All right. And you are now done with the Glock mag.
Again, I really wasn't. I think I would have to do a test to see more about the difference between fixed focal plane and fixed prism sights, but it kind of felt the same to me. But again, that's a lack of experience and knowledge of what I'm looking for. I don't really like it, again, for the same reasons I don't like the first focal plane. So I'll give that a 7 out of 10. I'm being fairly generous with the ratings. Anyway, so that knowledge acquired, that means I probably won't never shoot the, scope type guns more, but I definitely will not lean towards those if I have an option of picking like a red dot over it. That being said, I definitely, as somebody with shitty eyesight, will want magnification on anything that I do, which I found a magnified red dot seems to work pretty well for me, and I will probably kind of aim for that on guns that I'm going to be shooting regularly that are not historical. I also really like the tiny little red dots that you can put on handguns. I think they're fucking adorable and really helpful. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's video and a little bit of a look into my experience with these types of things, or not really experience, but like how I'm learning this types of things and what I'm picking and why. And my cat being a little chaos gremlin. Hunter. Hey, Bubba. Hey, sweetie. You just want pets. You floppy kitty. Mwah. I love you, mister. Yes, I do. Okay. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!